Thank you so much for the message and sharing. Really, really appreciate it. My question relates to, you alluded to health and vigor and becoming stronger, and I'm wondering how that's encouraged in community, like becoming healthier. Maybe people who want have some kind of accountability group, losing weight, trying to stay in shape, because God works through our body and like nutrition. How is that expressed in the body, and how is that encouraged?
Well, I'm not going to be a physical fitness dictator, that's for sure. However, our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit. I know that for me to guard over my brother and my sister, if I'm not readily, I can pray and all that, but if it comes to going that, if your brother asks you or the enemy soldier asks you to carry their pack 1 mile, go 2. That tells me I need to be in somewhat, so we're to guard over that. That's going to be based on you. Each one of us has a desire. If I was laid it on your heart, maybe you need to work on this. I know for me, I've got my own. I'm not like I used to be. I think I can actually do better than I did in my 20s, to be honest with you, and I was a world-class athlete then. So I've got Dave kind of helping me stay accountable. Just started this week, and Joffrey as well. If you ever run into those guys, they're like little pieces of steel, them guys. So, but that's for me. And there may be other people who are like, no, I just want to cut back on my weight or whatever. I want to get my hips. So there are going to be people within the body that know more about physical fitness that you might be able to relate to help you to get to where you feel like you'd like to be. So does that answer your question? Yeah.
I think also, in conjunction with that, this is the value of building relationships in the community, because you learn who has expertise in certain things. We've got ladies here who specialize in trying to, what to eat, what not to eat, and within the context of clean, of course, but just things that we can do, that doesn't require being on a rowing machine. The things that we can do to kind of, because I don't want to do a rowing machine. And thank you very much for asking this question in the middle of a feast. No, there are people in this community who have knowledge in that area, who can help. And so as we develop these relationships and we identify these different skills, like the ones that Nate has and others have, we identify these skills within the community, then that's how we help one another. So that's what we're working on, building a community in every sense of the word, so that when we have I need help in this area, I know who to talk to within our community. When I need a Band-Aid, I know who to talk to. I'm exaggerating. You understand what I'm trying to say? So as we develop these relationships, as everybody brings their gift, because in our congregation, if you haven't picked up on it yet, I will put you on the spot. Have you picked up on that? Just a little bit? Okay. And one of the reasons is that all of our gifts, all of our talents that God has given us are here for a reason. And they're not just for us, they're for our brothers and sisters. And so we need to create an environment where those gifts and talents can work, can be employed, and have an opportunity to be used by one another for the benefit of one another. So I'm not trying to ramble, but just to say that we don't have a program in place necessarily, but we're building relationships within the community, and we're identifying those skills and talents that the Father is assembling here so that we can meet the needs of the community. All right?
Yeah. Also, we all know that the stuff we call food in our community is not so much food as we grow. I mean, in our culture, I should say, not our community. So I would also try to encourage you to start drifting away from that and start relying on each other. Now, we're not there yet, But I know that there's a family that grows chickens that are clean, definitely clean. There's no junk in them. I know there are other folks who grow vegetables and have little stuff. So I would encourage, this is my opinion, I would encourage starting to try to drift away from what's sold out there and start trying to figure out how we can implement with food that we already have within our own community that we know is not modified in a way to corrupt what our Father has created. Yeah.